the odds, taking the measure, word and drawing. Within his hand, he takes a sword and riches by the wind. XENOTYPE said Kakashi is an open wonder, and he's got the cell of creativity and the courage to defy the land. And in each state movie crafts his heroes and villains, with every stroke of his pen another chapter's instilling. The stories leap off the page, filled with action and emotion. Leem and the Manga to create worlds with fierce devotion. Only Leem, the king of the comics, and tales inspire us. Because feel like comics, with your imagination and artistry, you take us on a ride. Leem Gray, the legend, forever by our side. Forever by our side.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is a bit odd. This is a bit strange. It's saying that I'm not online. It's not notifying anyone that I'm here. Like, it's a bit strange. What's going on with this stream? There we go. Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Leem Gray. So for those of you who haven't been keeping up on things, I was rehoming a puppy about a week or so ago. And I was swatted, which delayed me by 40 minutes getting to the location where the pup was supposed to go with its new family. We'd spent like a week essentially like making sure that everything was good and that it would be a good home. Because I was almost an hour late, the person who had driven half as far as we had, about an hour and a half, got angry and left. And so the person who was meant to be adopting that puppy is no longer interested. And so we've been scrambling to find a new home for them. And essentially what's been going on is we've just been sort of looking around for a suitable home, essentially. It's what my wife's been doing while I've been doing these fulfillment on these books and stuff. And essentially, she was reached out to just about, I think it was about half a week ago, by someone new coming along who, wanted us to consider them. We had lowered the price on the dogs, which these are like $2,000 dogs, like they're pedigree, like contest winning super dogs. But, they're all hand raised and stuff. But we lowered the price significantly. Lots and lots and lots, just to try and find a home for these guys. They're sort of at the age now where they're small enough that they can wiggle out under the fence and get down to the cattle yard and stuff when they're not meant to. And they're starting to lose their cuteness, you know what I mean? So we wanted to get homes for the last two pups, and they've got to be the right homes. But this guy reached out to my wife, and he was initially meant to put a deposit down, and he didn't put a deposit down. And then when he went to put the deposit down, he was asking for our address and all of this other stuff, and photographs of her ID and all of this other shit. She didn't send any of it. She came and told me immediately, and I said, no, they don't need to know where we live. If we're dropping the puppy off there, they don't need to know where we live. And we did a little bit of a deep dive into who this person was, as we do, to determine whether or not we're going to sell them the dogs. Had a bit of a look at their stuff, and found out that they were a questionable individual, involved in some well, I don't know, some chicanery, I guess you could say. I don't go too much into it, but obviously this was a setup to try and get our information. Now, the night before they were meant to put their down payment, they were getting really friendly, talking to my wife, like trying to get information and stuff, like trying to find out things, asking about me and stuff like that. All strange, and essentially, it was all a big scam. You know, I got like the day before. It got the day before they were meant to put their deposit down, and then they went and said, "Oh, I spent all of the money and stuff on dog beds and this and that and this and that, and so can I get it at a cheaper price?" And essentially, we were like, you know what? It's like a him for a starter. It's not an it. A little detail, I know, but like. And the other thing is, like, if you can't afford this, you can't afford a single vet payment. And we've paid all the vet bills and everything like this. We've gone through. We're a registered breeder, all this other stuff. And like, you're essentially like, and this is a guy. If you remember, this is the same puppy that was sitting on my head in that picture. You know, so he's a good boy. But essentially, like, yeah, we're like, so we had an agreed upon number, you had the money, and now you spent it, and we're essentially going to have to drive like 10 hours there and back to get to where you are to deliver this, and then last minute you're going to tell us this, and it's like, how do we know that we're not going to show up and you're just not going to have the money, you know? And why are you asking all of these details about me and all of these details about where we live and all of these details about what my wife does? Like, you're very clearly trying to harvest fucking information. So, you know, we didn't go through with it and we canceled it. But I just want to say that, like, we're not idiots. I know that a lot of people think we are. I'm too trusting is a problem. But there is a process. These dogs deserve to have a good home, a place where like they essentially, you know, will have a full life. They're not something like I'll raise them on my own, which will be a pain in the ass, but I'll raise them on my own before I give them to people that are just trying to get them as tools or whatever. We're not going to be giving out our address. My wife isn't going to be giving out our address. You can't fool me and you can't fool her. She comes to me and talks to me about everything that's said to her on social media. So I know if there's anyone trying to sort of scam her or manipulate her or anything like that. She's not meant to have contact with a lot of, you know, you guys, but they just sort of found a backdoor through the puppies, I guess, but that won't work. I just wanted to let people know what's going on. Let you know what's happening. We're doing the last batch of fulfillment on Dino King, not today, not this Friday, but the upcoming Friday. Everything will be shipped out, maybe even early in the week, maybe even Monday, Tuesday. It really just depends. So we'll be doing a big shipment of books. Then there will be a 2-week holding period where we wait for books to arrive. After 14 business days, I will open the return period. During that 14-day period, I'm going to have a little bit of a break. And by which I mean I'm going to be working. Just not on fulfillment on Dino King. I'm going to be really focused on trying to get stuff up and going for Dino King 2 so I can Rockstar launch that. And KAIDAN as well. I've got a lot of stuff on KAIDAN that's nearly done and I want to finish up and get it released. But I just wanted to let you know, like, and you people that are trying to use these puppies to get access to us, you're scum, you know, because these are wonderful puppies that would be good friends for a family. They're really wonderful. If we have any Australian viewers that are not scumbags and are genuinely looking for a really good puppy, they're very affordable. They're well trained. They're well behaved. They just need someone that can give them a lot of one-on-one attention because of the age they're at right now. And I can't be doing a full training stable with the young ones. They've been taught how to do patrol. They've been taught how to do their basic duties. They sit. They're house trained. They're great with babies. They're great with kids. and they do need a home. They really do need a home. So if you're interested, let me know. Leave a message in the comments. Preferably if you're in Queensland or New South Wales, that's the places that are most suitable, unless you're willing to fly to one of those places and we can meet you somewhere. But yeah, that's basically the situation, and I feel bad for these dogs. I feel really, really bad because, this little boy should have got his forever home, and because we were swatted, we missed out on it, and it's just so annoying because I couldn't leave the house. We couldn't go. The ambulance and police were there and everything. I had to sign papers and everything. Every time they show up, I have to sign paperwork and everything to say that they showed up and did their job. And it delayed us 40 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.